We're rolling.
All right.
Gonna give it a.
I don't know what's
Give
today.
it a 2, 4, 6.
It was Wednesday, right? Oh shit.
It is Wednesday.
Yep.
All right. 17.
Oh wow.
Uh, 17, 19, 21. How you doing? Welcome back to the Movie Mob Podcast, Episode 8 here. I'm your host, RJ. I just kind of noticed that I forget to introduce myself a lot. This might be the first
We
time
know
I've
who
done
you
it.
are. You don't need any introduction.
You know. Joined, as always, by Matt.
What's going on?
It's just us two today. We got a lot of topics to tackle.
Sure.
So, we're going to take it on together.
Okay.
So let's kick it off here, Nick, with the news topics, Movie
Nice.
news.
Love that graphic.
Sometimes it's TV, We go all over the place. So, obviously, before we get into the big news from ComicCon and all that stuff, some sad news. We have a lot of passings to report on because we haven't been in the studio for a while. So, Tony Sirico, who played Paulie Walnuts in The Sopranos. He was also in Goodfellas. Classic mob staple, passed away. James Caan, Sonny from The Godfather, the father from Elf.
I'm
And
sorry,
then-
I love that. Nobody ever knows the father from Elf's name. We just call him the father
I know.
from
What did
Elf.
He's
And you
awesome.
go, okay.
the
in
dad,
Elf.
Buddy's dad?
He's great in Elf.
He's
He
great
is
in The
great in
Godfather, too, well, for the first half or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it? I saw another movie with him. He's really good in.
He's
then
a really
also,
good actor.
He is a good actor. Was. Paul Sorvino, Goodfellas. Paulie from Goodfellas. He's also in like a bunch of other mob movies, like lower budget things I've seen advertised.
He
but,
moves slow, but that's just because he didn't have to move for anybody.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. But obviously it's sad because we've lost these guys. We just lost Henry. Not Henry Hill. Ray Liotta is the real man's name. But it's sad. But I mean these movies are old. And these actors have been.
They're not that old. They're like 90s. Goodfellas came out like 94, 95.
Yeah, but you got to
something
figure
like that.
these guys were in their 40s, 50s when these movies came out.
Ray Liotta died. He was 67 years old. That's
Well,
not
yeah,
an old
Ray
man.
Liotta was an exception. These guys were all in their 80s,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but I don't know if you saw.
Tony
recently,
Sirico was 79.
Tony Sirico was on the Sopranos reunion. They did like a 20-year.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
I
didn't.
saw
He
that.
didn't look
reunion.
good.
He was like,
No.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
looked out
no.
of it.
No.
So I wasn't really surprised about him, but James Caan, I mean, I was pretty surprised about. Though I mean, he hasn't been too active in movies and
seen him
stuff
in a while.
recently. Yeah.
Well, he was
Self.
in his 80s, so what do you? How
Yeah,
active?
right.
He was not going to be John Wick 3. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
or 4, whatever.
But bottom line is, it's a shame to see these guys go. I mean, they're like historic, people in cinema, especially like the mafia movies.
These guys are legends.
Yeah.
I mean, all three of them. I mean,
I mean, James Caan's probably the best actor of these three,
Yeah.
but I'd say Tony Sirico is probably the most iconic.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
lived and died.
Right.
That Paulie Walnuts. That was his character.
I don't think he was acting.
What's his name there? David Chase,
Yeah.
created Sopranos. Originally, Paulie Walnuts was not a character in the show.
Right.
He auditioned for a different character, and then David Chase said, "Okay, so you don't get the role, but you're going to be in the show." And
Right.
he wrote the character around Tony Sirico. Like he
Yeah.
wasn't acting at all. He was just saying words.
Yeah,
So
that's when you know.
it's
Yeah.
pretty cool, I don't know. The thing is with these people is like, I think any actor in general, they're not human to like the normal
yeah.
people of the world.
Yeah.
So when they die, it just slaps you in the face with reality. One
Right.
and two, you realize like you're getting older. Like they've been a staple in our lives for our entire lives,
Right.
but now
I mean,
they're-
yeah, you've been watching these
I
things
know,
for so
dude.
long. It's
Right,
like you knew
right.
him. Yeah.
That's like seeing David Ortiz get inducted in the Hall of Fame. It's
Yeah.
like you watched them your whole life growing up. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's
and
like,
things are just like it's
it's like,
crazy.
damn, we're getting older.
But yeah, it's unfortunate, but these guys are going to live on through all those great movies and shows that they put out. So
all
yeah.
legends.
But so moving on to our next topic, a lot of news. San Diego Comic-Con was last weekend. Obviously Marvel, DC, all those people come out, they show out, they get all the new information. We'll kick it off. obviously with Marvel, because, you know, they always show out at Comic-Con. We got some new news here.
Monster.
So the first thing is we're talking about Phase 4. It's coming to an end. Kevin Feige announced that Wakanda Forever, which comes out in November, is going to be the last movie in Phase 4. And then Phase 5 and 6 were announced.
Okay.
Pretty much all of 5 was announced. In 6, they released a few names of the titles. Matt, have you seen any of these?
This is the first time I'm seeing any of this.
So, Matt,
shit.
this is Phase 5. So we're kicking it off with Ant-Man 3.
All right. What's the Secret Invasion? What's that about?
That's a show.
Yeah,
Amelia Clark's in it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'll watch.
I hear there's a lot of Force-sensitive people in there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, here we go.
Stupid shows.
Guardians 3. They played a trailer at Comic-Con. They didn't release it, but I heard people really liked it.
I'll watch that.
Loki Season 2.
I'll watch that.
That's going to be great. Blade. I'm very excited
watch
for.
that one.
Agatha show.
Yeah,
Do we need an Agatha show?
Definitely not.
No.
You're making a spin-off show off a spin-off show.
Yeah, right. No, exactly.
I mean, listen, she was cool. Like,
but she was cool because she was like the
Yeah.
villain, and it was in isolation.
that's like making a Boba Fett show. Like,
Right.
he says like 3. Yeah, he's cool in Empire Strikes Back because he just stands there and doesn't say anything.
And didn't
You're
we
gonna make
Marks people. Can we just he doesn't do anything except show up and kill everybody?
Yeah,
Like,
and now you're gonna make a show about him. He says fucking 3 words in fucking 2 movies.
Yeah.
Like, what a fucking stupid idea.
Did you see they're making there's a Groot show too.
What?
It's literally just called I Am Groot.
Yeah, I don't. That's
Anyway,
that's not a good idea.
The Marvels, we're probably going
Nope.
to be skipping that. That's the sequel
Won't
to
be-
Captain Marvel.
Ironheart, what's that?
She is kind of like the
I'm
new Iron Man.
You didn't have to.
Yeah.
she is. I'm out.
I'm very excited about this, though. Daredevil. They're bringing
Okay.
Daredevil back. It's
same
going to
guy?
be an
As a show? As a show?
Yeah, 18-episode season.
Did you ever see the original Daredevil
Yeah.
show?
Yeah, so
That
this
guy
is
was really good.
Charlie Cox. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
coming back. Vincent D'Onofrio.
Is that the
as
guy who was in
Kingpin.
Spider-Man, the new
Yes.
Spider-Man movie, Murdoch?
Yeah, Matt Murdock.
All right,
yeah,
all right. He's
So
blind, right?
They haven't said though he is blind. He's a
Okay.
blind lawyer,
Well, the character is. I don't think the actor.
not the
Oh,
actor.
all right,
No.
all right, all
Oh,
right.
he's British.
I'm British.
So
British means they can see really well.
Yeah.
Poor dental, whatever, but they can see fine.
but they haven't said specifically whether they haven't said if this is a reboot or a continuation of the series. But I don't know. I'm excited though because that was a good show. Punisher. I hope they bring him back too.
Punisher's great.
And then last two
Frank
here.
Castle.
These are some exciting ones. I think Captain America 4: New World Order. I'm excited. You know, I mean, Falcon and Winter Soldier was pretty mediocre for me, but I'm excited. I think Captain America deserves to have a movie. You know, not a show. What's up?
I feel like Captain America's retired. You know,
You're not on the Sam Wilson train.
I mean, listen, I like what's his name, Falcon.
Yeah,
I like Falcon,
yeah.
but Cap, I saw Cap at Endgame. He went back, and that was
Right.
So I'm just a little confused. But
Okay. I mean, I like Sam Wilson.
no, I like him
I think
too.
it's a cool.
I didn't
suit.
like the show though.
Yeah, the show was mediocre.
I didn't
but
care for the show.
I'm assuming Sebastian Stan will be
All right,
back.
all right.
I love,
Mate, we'll
I
see.
love Bucky.
Let me see the trailer.
Yeah, and then finally Thunderbolts. Now, do you know what Thunderbolts is, Matt?
Is that like the dog? Isn't there a dog named Thunderbolt?
No, that's Bolt,
Okay.
the animated movie, but solid one.
Close.
Miley Cyrus did some music for that one.
Oh,
I think
did
she
she?
played the handler in that movie or something. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Alright,
a solid
maybe
one.
I'll
I
check
remember
out.
that.
Yeah.
But Thunderbolts is basically like Marvel's Suicide Squad.
Oh,
So it's like, you know, the guy, the Thunderbolt Ross. Well, he died. Like the actual actor died recently. But he's like the Hulk villain. He's in
Sure.
Civil War. He's got the mustache.
okay,
He basically puts together a team, and it's like Zemo,
okay,
Yelena,
okay.
Black
Oh,
Widow's
so that's
sister.
why they're kind of doing
Yeah,
this thing. They're
that's
setting
with
that up.
with Elaine.
I like Elaine.
With Elaine from Seinfeld.
Dude, she could still get it.
There you go.
I like Elaine.
She's great.
she's yeah, she's good.
But yeah, it's like an anti-hero group.
Alright.
And probably Captain America, the fake one.
I feel like these like Marvel and DC. I feel like they're the same superheroes, just different names.
Well, we're gonna get to that. Yeah,
Like I feel like it's like the Greek and Roman gods. Like
Yep.
Neptune, Poseidon. It's the same thing.
that's a great comparison,
Thank you.
Matt. Yeah, it's
just
all
thought
the
of it now.
archetypes.
Thank you.
But yeah, that should be interesting. But Matt, what excites you most out of this group? For me, it's between Loki season 2 and Blade.
Yeah, for me it's Blade because like this is like that's the only like original movie.
Yeah.
Like all of these, I feel. Oh no, a couple of them, but like.
yeah.
But even like the Thunderbolts, like DC kind of did that with
yeah,
Suicide
yeah.
Squad. I feel like Blade. What is he? A vampire hunter? Right?
Yes,
and
he's got a sword.
And it's Mahershala Ali, right?
Kit Harington's going to be
So
in it.
I feel like that has a lot of potential. Like if they do that right, like they get a good director, they have a good story, good script.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that could be like a banger movie, a little darker.
Yep.
You know, a little more gory. I feel like that could be kind of like a new, I don't know, something Marvel or even DC hasn't really like
Hasn't done
explored yet.
Yeah.
So I feel like that one could be cool.
For me, I mean, here's my thing is like people forget that Phase 1 of the MCU didn't really have like great movies. So I'm kind of like
It was mid-tier.
hoping that this Phase 4, which was really mediocre,
Extremely.
it's going to get better on. And I've already liked some of these things, but like Guardians 3, I'm really excited for because that's going to, James Gunn has said that's going to be the end of his
I'm very
Guardians.
confident in that movie.
Yeah, because it's been in development for a while.
And like, you know, he cares about it so much.
Right.
I guess like they were going to release the trailer and James Gunn didn't let him because he wasn't happy with that. So that tells me that like it's kind of his like little trot, you know, Guardians.
Yeah.
So you know he's going to put everything in that movie. So I'm confident that would be good.
And he's coming off Suicide Squad and Peacemaker.
No,
which were
he's
really good.
I don't think he's missed yet.
No,
with his superhero stuff.
He's good.
So.
And then Ant-Man 3 I'm actually kind of excited for because Kang is going to be the villain.
I heard it's going to be different from the other two Ant-Man movies. Like so,
darker.
I think it would be cool.
Yeah.
I like Paul Rudd.
But connected to Kang, Matt. So we got some Phase 6 announcements here.
Oh, okay.
It's going to begin with Fantastic Four in 2024, and then we're finishing with 2 Avengers movies in the same year.
Secret Wars?
We got that picture, Nick? The 2 Avengers?
There was no picture with that.
Oh, poo.
I'll imagine.
Well, Avengers Kang Dynasty is going to be the first
That's
one.
like official.
Yeah, the Kang Dynasty. The Shang-Chi director is going to be directing it. And then the second one, which comes out at the end of 2025, is Avengers Secret Wars.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know we've talked about getting a little sick of Marvel, but
Yeah.
once you hear that we're finally building to something, I'm excited because I like Kang.
I like Kang too.
Yeah.
No, I feel like that's an interesting avenue to go down.
Right.
I keep hearing Secret Wars.
Right.
I don't really know a lot about it.
I don't really either.
But people, Jacob Grant, he's been telling me a lot about Secret Wars. It seems
Yep.
like it's very. So if they are building up to something and they do have like an end plot, you know, it'll keep me engaged. Because like you said, Phase 1 of Marvel, like looking back, we kind of enjoy those movies because we know like what it leads up to. But it took a little while to get
some
going.
Misses.
Yeah.
Hulk,
Thor,
1, Iron Man 2.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll watch it. Who am I fucking? I'll bitch about it all day, but I'll watch it.
Right.
And if it's good, then,
I'm just
I'll be
hoping,
hyped up.
yeah, like connected to that these later phases, because like Phase 3 of the MCU was like banger.
That's the thing. I think now, like, part of the reason too, like, obviously fatigue, but part of the reason, like, we're kind of like more critical is because Phase 3 no misses.
Yeah.
Like, you would Thor Ragnarok, Infinity War,
Black
Black Panther, Endgame. Like, that's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, they came out, and I think it's Feige finally trying to find where he's going with it. So
Yeah.
hopefully from now on, I mean, listen, I do think now with these shows and movies, the stories aren't as good and I think it showed. We're going to review Thor at the end.
Yeah.
It seems like these things are getting pumped out way too quickly. They're not developing the stories well.
They're trying to hit their timelines.
Yeah, no, seriously. Which it's like, it's fine to have a plan, but like take your time still and develop that.
It's annoying. So, wait, is Spider-Man, nothing announced for that?
So there are missing parts. So
Okay.
D23 is like the Disney Expo. That's in September.
So-
He's going to announce more stuff there.
All right,
I think there's a rumor that Spider-Man's going to be in Fantastic Four. I heard that.
all right.
And then also, what else did I hear? Probably they're going to announce X-Men at D23 too. So
All right.
we'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
Yeah, because you got to have the X-Men in Secret Wars. That's like the big thing.
Fantastic Four and X-Men. I'm very curious to see the casting.
I know. I'm
Very
excited.
curious.
Yeah. Oh, there's the picture. So those are the 2 Avengers movies dropping.
All right. I wouldn't mind if they, left the Avengers and, called it something else. Tony's, I like.
Yeah, you got to think like, because
Who's gonna lead them?
the OGs are gone.
All
all
of them. I feel like Thor
So
can't
is it
lead
really the Avengers anymore?
them. Yeah, who's gonna lead them? I guess Doctor Strange.
He's kind of busy though.
I would say like, friggin' Chadwick would be the perfect guy.
He would have
know what
been
I mean?
the good, but he's also like the king of. There's not a clear like leader. And it better not be Captain
He's
Marvel.
dead though.
Yeah.
Right. So we got to move on. But I guess briefly, we don't have any pictures for this, but before we get into the discussion, DC there were rumors that Henry Cavill was going to come out and announce his return as Superman. He did not.
Oh. Yeah, you sent me that link.
I know. I was getting big rumblings. Big rumblings. Basically, DC they didn't talk about Aquaman 2 or The Flash at all, which, I think one can guess why.
Yeah. They're fucked with that movie, dude.
Yeah. Shazam 2, they dropped the trailer. Matt, I can tell you're probably not going to be watching that one.
No, I fucking hate Shazam.
Yeah.
I just, shocker, I don't like a movie,
It was
but
a fun movie.
I didn't like it.
New Black Adam trailer. I'm not particularly excited for either of those things. I was really excited to hear Henry was back, but what are you going to do? Anyway, going back to Marvel, our first discussion topic, we get a lot of trailers here. So many trailers that we had to kind of cut some trailers out of this.
Oh, no.
But the first one is they played a Black Panther Wakanda Forever teaser trailer. They released it publicly. Now, I wasn't excited for this movie beforehand. Personally, I think after the dust had settled, obviously with like the tragic passing of Chadwick, that they probably the best move to recast the character. I just feel like story-wise and out of respect of like the T'Challa character, just put another actor in that role. They didn't go with that. Obviously with this trailer, it seems like there's a funeral type thing going on. He's obviously
mom
dead.
takes over.
Yeah.
Angela Bassett.
I got to be honest though, this was a really good trailer.
It was a good trailer. They did show at the very end someone in a suit though.
Yeah.
That's probably someone gears up at the end. Someone's got to use a suit.
I mean, it's called Black Panther. Someone has to be Black Panther.
I got to be honest, dude. Like, I don't know. For me, it just doesn't feel right without him.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, like, he is, like, that character.
Right.
And, like, dude, that literally, when that movie came out, like, with Civil War, like, that, like, ruled, like, pop culture for like, that whole year.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, he's such an icon. I mean, you got to do it, I guess, if you're Marvel, because that's going to make so much money. And,
yeah.
If it's involved in, like, all your plans and stuff. The trailer did look good. I don't know. I think you got to really be careful. This movie really has to hit. You can't. I got to be really respectful. You know what I mean?
That's the thing is I will say Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, he's good.
One of the best directors working today.
Yeah.
It feels like, and I feel like you could see it in the trailer, that they're, even though, yes, obviously they're making a sequel because this made $1 billion, it feels like, though, that they're pulling from real emotion.
Yeah.
This whole cast lost this guy that they knew for years.
Everyone loves him, too.
And it feels like this is going to be kind of an emotional and pure, like, story.
I was going to say the tone of the trailer was very kind of, like, heartfelt.
Right.
And, like, loss.
Yeah.
And, like, trying to, like, build back up and, like...
So I think that's good.
I will say I agree. I do trust Coogler, if anyone, to kind of...
Yeah.
Be respectful and everything. I don't know. If it's a good movie, But,
And they shot some of it in Cambridge.
And
Worcester.
They shot Black Panther in Worcester?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Only the Wakanda part.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We got all the grassy fields here.
Yep.
I'm really interested actually to see though, like what the plot. You know what I mean? Like,
well, we got to tease a Namor. Namor. What's
going on? What's that about?
He's Aquaman, but in the MCU. Okay. But they've changed it so he doesn't rule over Atlantis. They've like made this new thing where he's actually like an Aztec.
They changed it so that he doesn't find some money stealing hoe bag to sue Johnny Depp.
Oh, jeez.
They changed it so that they actually make money with the second movie they come out with. This guy.
Yeah. But no, so Namor, they've changed his origin, so now he's like an Aztec.
Is he a villain?
He starts as a villain, but he's like a mutant. He's like a X-Men like mutant. Yeah. Okay. So I'm sure like it looks like they're fighting. I'm sure at the end he'll end up, turning sides or whatever.
His
but
morals,
Yeah, I'm cool. Like the design looks cool. I always like the Aztecs. We don't see the Aztecs a lot.
The Mayans.
They got cool history.
So
it's a good change.
Yeah. Peru, right?
Peru? No, Peru? Aztecs were Mexico, I think.
The other one,
Aztec Empire and Mayan Empire, they're all Mexico. Latin America.
Right. Yeah.
I think the Incas might have been
or South America, but
yeah.
All right.
But anyway,
okay.
Next trailer we got.
Yep.
The Rings of Power. They actually released 2 in like 1 week. The second one had more story elements. Did you watch the second one? You only saw the first.
Only saw the first one. RJ, I'm a little skeptical of the Rings of Power.
Me
I don't
too,
know.
Matt.
I'm a little.
I will say these trailers have looked better.
Okay, they have looked definitely better than the teaser they did at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I'm a little skeptical, RJ. I don't know. I don't know.
You know what? You know what's always off-putting?
What?
When it says based on the works of J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah, it's not
because
good.
then it's like it's not him.
I don't know. I feel like the buzz for this show isn't what it should be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like, I don't know, people, I don't know, maybe I just don't have, I'm not with I'm not on, Twitter and everything, so
Right.
I don't know. I haven't checked Twitter in a long time, but.
Do we want to see the
is this
second
the-
trailer?
Is this the? It's the other link, I think, because this is the first one they dropped.
I didn't go by your link. I went by the. I just.
Yeah, there's one
typed
other
it in.
one that Matt hasn't seen, but
This trailer definitely looked better than the first teaser.
I mean, you could see the budget. It looks great. The
Yeah.
orcs look great. My issue is always though the story. You can't buy story.
No.
At the end of the day, and Tolkien is one of the greatest writers ever. Those books are
The second one.
yes, those books are incredible. Like just works of literature in general,
Yeah.
and like trying to like
Create that.
continue that. So here's the new one, man.
Just want a full screen. Hold on.
Now, so it seems like Galadriel is the main character.
Yeah, you Glenn Galadriel.
Yeah.
We thought the war
And
Kate
I
Blanchett.
think Elrond's in it too.
at last was ended.
Today,
So you got
Our
is this
days of
Rivendell?
peace.
I think that's Elrond, that guy.
We thought our joys would be unending. We thought our light.
I love that
Never
elf
did.
music though
Oh, it's good
from the
stuff.
OG.
The elves are good. I like the elves.
are strange.
That guy looks wacky.
I mean, it
Like
looks
that.
good. You know what I'm saying? Just
Oh,
from a
look,
visual
yeah.
standpoint.
Definitely.
You just hear Galadriel. The moment we feared.
The orcs.
I mean, that's some big budget shit. But see, boom,
Oh, that's Gondor, right?
Gondor.
Does not sleep. It waits.
That guy looks.
I think that's Sauron.
He looks upset.
Tempting shadow to bury us all beneath the mountain.
Oh,
They look good.
they're the what are they?
The dwarf.
Yeah, the dwarfs.
But many.
Little guys.
Have you heard of him, lad? Have you heard of Sauron?
Oh.
Some practical stuff looks good.
No, I mean, you should see the orcs as one shot. It's all practical. But see, I'm not like too big into the lore prior to the books.
The evil
Yeah.
rising is left unchecked.
Because, like, is this going to be... You know how Fellowship of the Ring starts with that battle? With Elrond fighting Sauron?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what this is about? I don't know.
We can survive this.
Well, it's like the creation of the rings, right?
Right. Which happened before that, so maybe that is what this is?
Each of us.
I mean, this is a good trailer.
Oh, this is the best trailer by far. Yeah.
I mean, look at that, though. Like,
all right, I'm more in after this trailer actually. I wish I could swim like that.
Between hammer and rock.
Keep growing your hair.
Eventually, one or the other.
the dwarves look great. I'm glad they're not CGI.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that orc. Like, that's
Yeah,
all
look good.
practical.
That look good.
guy kind of looks like Grey Worm.
Yeah, so I think this guy's Sauron.
This guy.
So this must take place before that.
It's a mean looking motherfucker.
Told many lies of Middle Earth.
Grey Worm.
It does look like Grey Worm.
Grey Worm just got cucked.
Nick's nodding.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I figured.
You know
What
what?
do you there's a tease at the end too of Barlord. I think that's how you say his name. You know, the guy that
Oh, the Balrog.
yeah, the guy that Gandalf fights.
Balrog.
What'd you think, Nick?
It looks good.
It does look
That
good.
actually
That's the
looks
best
really good.
trailer.
That actually looks.
And I'm
very
not
good.
even, to be honest with you, 100%. Like, I'm not even that into like Lord of the Rings or any of that stuff. But I need to replay this. I gotta X out. It's. I watched all of them. That looks great. I mean, I'd watch that show. Why
I
not?
mean, if this is
Yeah,
the most
I'm actually-
expensive show ever, it better look like that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm gonna reverse my take.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I know. It was a good trailer.
I like the dude. I can't. When does this drop? September.
Way to stand on your own there.
Yeah, I think
You know what I mean?
it's a little. It's September, I think, or October.
Dude,
However,
I can't wait.
you know what a better trailer was?
Oh, House of the
Dragon.
Now we're talking.
These two are competing because
Dude.
they keep dropping trailers back to back
Dude,
with each other.
I get off on this shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like I.
Did you see this, Nick?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh,
yet.
this is good.
I had trouble moving after this trailer. If you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
let's watch this one too. This is-
I couldn't stand up for about 5-10 hours after this.
Oh, it was awesome.
You
Dude.
know, longer than 4 to 6, you got to see a doctor.
Yeah.
I'm all in. That's all I needed.
Yeah, that's enough for me.
I swear to God, I thought you were serious for a minute. I went, what the hell did I just watch?
The dream. It was clearer than a memory. And I heard the sound of thundering hooves.
I just love Thrones, dude. It's Thrones.
Well, they've nailed the look.
It's Thrones, dude. Like
And I placed my
Like
hand
visually, it
on the
looks
ring
exactly like Thrones. did.
Westeros.
and all the dragons roared as one.
I consider the matter urgent. That of your succession.
That's
Who else would have
Blizzard.
a claim?
The firstborn child.
Rhaenyra. No queen has ever sat the Iron Throne.
The king has an heir, Daemon Targaryen.
Guy looks.
He looks like he's gonna be a
looks
fan.
dope. He's gonna be a fun character, you know.
There's always like that long-haired like night guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Ooh, he's cool looking, you know.
Yeah.
Fan favorite.
Yeah.
You are the king.
I bet she's gonna be good.
New wife.
Political stuff.
Yeah.
have
Is
decided.
Olivia Cook? Is that her name?
Yes, I think
Okay.
that's her name. I know there's gonna be some time jumping in this show.
That's
He's
fine.
afoot.
Do you think the realm will ever accept me as their queen?
A woman would not inherit the Iron Throne, because that is the order of things.
When I'm queen, I will create a new
Yeah. See, like I think she ages up into her.
Oh,
Yeah.
Your family has dragons. They are a power men should never have trifled with.
I mean, the shit looks CGI's on point.
Rhaenyra comes into power.
dude, you're right. They nailed the look.
Any challenge to her succession.
Well, it helps that they brought back I forget the directors, Sobchak. Yeah, he directed a lot of the good episodes.
He did Battle of the Bastards, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
I think. Yeah.
he's tier 1.
You never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne.
Throne, dude.
But this is the thing, is they're getting back to the roots of the political,
Oh, the
the
throne.
battle for the throne. That's the best part of the show.
100%.
Like, the dragons are cool, but... Like, that looks like good shit. It looks like it's got story. It looks like it's got great acting.
Dude, like you said, like they're getting back to the politics.
Yes.
That's what makes Thrones.
Yep.
I feel like season 7 and 8, they rely too much on like the battles and like, you know,
Right.
and how it looked and like sex and everything. I think it's better when like those are sprinkled in.
Yeah.
You know what
It's
I
not
mean? And
the
you
focal
focus
point.
on the politics, the plot, you know what I mean? Like those like heavy dialogue scenes. Like that's what makes Thrones
That's the
Thrones.
meat. That's the meat of
It's
the
the meat
show.
and potatoes, you know?
Nick, what'd you think of that? Having been
I
a
loved it.
Thrones fan.
Yeah, no, I loved it. You know what I like about when you do these prequels or whatever it is, making them standalone shows is super important. Not that the characters are different, like, but okay, you saw, not to go completely off topic, but you saw Many Saints, right?
Right.
Yep.
My issue with Many Saints in Newark was that they advertised it as if it was going to be this origin story of Tony Soprano,
Yeah.
and then it wasn't. And so it totally fell off the thing. This is not Game of Thrones.
No, it's the
this
whole
is,
thing.
what is it, Knights of the Dragon?
House of the
House of the
Dragon,
Like
Dragon.
the Targaryens.
So it's like, yes, it's the Game of Thrones universe.
yeah, but it's something
Yeah,
completely
but
different.
it's totally, you could watch Game of Thrones, know what's going on. You could watch House of the
Yeah,
Dragon,
it's
know what's going
isolated.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so it works. But yeah, I totally agree with Matt on the it looks like it's the right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's
No, I feel like they nailed the look. They nailed the aesthetic. They have good actors. They good director. George is involved.
Yeah.
They have those scumbags D&D out of there.
Yep. Well, that's the thing is like this story George outlined and like wrote in Fire and Blood, but he didn't like write a novel about it. So
Yeah.
there's free reign to like
not-
interpret and like expand it. So
I'm not gonna lie, RJ. About this show is about, you know, this is my will to live is dependent on this show.
Okay.
I mean, if this sucks, I mean, you might have to find a new co-host. I'm not even kidding, dude. Like, If this like 4 episodes come out and it sucks, like
after season 8?
Okay,
Christian
now,
might be getting a promotion.
now that you said this, I have to bring it up. And
Sure.
I'm sorry, but it's completely off topic. So finish your thing about Game of Thrones before
Well,
we move on to the next thing.
my will to live depends on the show.
But here's the thing. Obviously, whether it should be a competition or not, people are going to compare Lord of the Rings with Thrones when these are both out at the same time.
Thrones, baby.
But it's exciting for us because we're going to watch both of them.
Oh,
and listen, even though I'm skeptical about Lord of the Rings, I hope it's great.
I do too.
I'd love to have 2 banging shows going at once.
I mean, look at it this way. We get a new Game of Thrones show.
Yep.
We got a new Lord of the Rings show, and Tom Brady came back to play for the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
What a fall. We're going to have a great fall.
Yeah.
You know? I hope so. And my birthday's in fall, too.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I like regatta pie. Yeah, if you,
Yeah,
if you
send
get me
some
something.
Diorsi's regatta
You know, if you wanna
pie.
give me
Nick, what do you got?
All right, it's totally off topic
Sure.
of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But it's a show, and it's an HBO show.
Yeah.
And you said that if the first 4 episodes come out and they suck, blah, blah, blah. Okay, if you go back and watch Westworld, hold on.
Yeah.
Because season 3 sucked.
It was
Terrible.
bad.
I didn't finish.
I gave up on the show because of season 3.
Okay, season 4 is its own standalone
I've heard
thing.
it's good.
I have heard
It's
season 4 is good.
fantastic.
Yeah, but like the characters are still in it.
Correct, but okay, so if what I'm saying mindset-wise,
Still got Bernard.
if you take seasons 1, 2, and 3
Yeah.
and make them their own thing, actually, you can just throw season 3 away. You have to watch season 3 though, because like there's some establishing
Yeah,
bullshit
you
for
gotta-
season
Yeah, yeah,
4.
yeah.
Like you won't know what's going on really. But season 4, if you go into it watching it as its own standalone show altogether, it's so good.
Really?
Oh, dude, I've watched every episode, and because I was like waiting for something to export, and I was like, they kept hitting me in the face with the Westworld thing because I watched all the other ones. So every time I went
Yeah.
onto HBO, they were
Yeah.
like, "Watch Westworld." I'm like, God, give me a minute.
I
all
mean,
right?
I was fully off the Westworld train, but
Bro,
I
get
have
back
heard
on.
I
Hop
heard
on.
this is really good.
Is the Man in Black, is he
He's
still
back,
kicking?
right? Ed Harris.
He's back.
He's
dude,
the best
but it's
character.
like a whole other like it's. I can't get
Him and
can't-
Bernard.
Here's
him and
my
Bernard.
here's
He's back. He's back.
All right, those are the big 2.
Since you've seen it, I'm curious because my issue with
Like Bernard.
seasons 2 and 3, especially 3, is like
They get away from the
it
park.
became a gimmick. Not even that. It's just like
that's
it
me.
felt like they were just creating mysteries, just so you kept like these weird like things. Oh, every season has to be. Oh, what's this about? What's this about? Where like it kind of got exhausting, and then like you know what I'm saying. So is it similar? Are they doing that here?
Yeah, so the whole Westworld thing was based on a movie from the 70s, and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was based on a novel, I'm pretty sure. But it's only, again, same issue with like Lord of the Rings, or with Game of Thrones. When there's no more books, these people got to
Right.
come up with their own stuff.
Yes.
So that's what happened, I think, with season 3.
Yeah.
Seasons 1 and 2 were based on something original. But this season is like if season 3 had been good.
Okay.
But I agree with
They
you.
kind of retried it.
You do have to look at it from a different perspective, though. Season 1 is the park thing. I agree.
I love the park.
Once you're out of Westworld, you're
Yeah.
not.
It's
not really
It's not
Westworld.
called Westworld anymore.
I was going to say season like 2 and 3, like
Yeah.
the park, yeah.
I mean, obviously, to be a show multiple seasons long, they have to
Yeah,
expand
yeah.
that. But
which is another reason I don't think they should make everything into its own show.
yeah,
I
right.
agree.
Yeah.
But because imagine a Westworld movie, like just season 1, but like as a movie,
Yeah.
even like a part 1 and 2 as a movie though.
Dude,
like
yeah.
$100
season
million
1 was
budget.
perfect.
Yeah, with Anthony Hopkins.
Dude, there's
and
nothing. I
was
have
perfect.
never. I usually. I'm pretty good. I'm not tooting my own horn here, but when it comes to plot stuff, I'm usually pretty good. You know, halfway through a movie, going like,
Figuring out-
that's the bad guy. That's what. Season,
Yeah.
my jaw was on the floor, dude. I
Yeah,
went, oh my! It's him. It's this guy. It's
Yeah.
that.
I
went,
know.
Oh, that was a great twist.
Dude,
yeah,
when
I forgot
Bernard
about
was like
that.
an android or whatever.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! Not even that. What about
That
the
caught
the
me.
man in
thing that made
black.
me think of it right now
That
was
was
the
crazy.
time jump thing. When you were like, oh,
Yes.
the time. We've got some time hopping
Yeah,
going on.
yeah.
Yeah.
I went, oh, Westworld's
No,
so
is
good.
it? I mean, what a well written season.
It was beautifully
John
done.
Nolan and Lisa
Great
Joy
acting too, man.
Yeah.
Dude, the intro alone.
Oh, that's
Ramen
great.
Dewaldi.
Yeah,
We saw
I
him.
hope he's. I don't know if he's back for House of the Dragon scoring it.
We
but-
saw Ramen live.
Yeah, we did.
So, so anyway, you have to kind of watch it as its own thing. Forget about season 1 and 2 if you watch season 4. But it is, I'm impressed.
Yeah,
Because
all right.
season 3, I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm all set. But
Yeah.
season 4 has been pretty good so far. It's still coming out
All right.
on HBO.
Well, maybe we'll watch that and give it a review. We got a few other shows to review once Matt's caught up.
I'm all caught up in Saul.
So Saul we'll have to review. We'll have to review The Boys when you watch
Dude,
that.
Peaky and The
and
Boys.
Peaky Blinders.
That'll take me like a week.
Yeah, Peaky I couldn't get back into.
Oh, you don't like the new season?
It's not that.
The new season?
So I was never really a fan of Peaky to begin with. Not to go on and on because we're getting up on half an hour here. But
Love Peaky.
I did watch all of it.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to watch it when it was coming out. Like when they were dropping season 1, 2, 3, whatever, right? Everybody, oh, Peaky this, Peaky that. I tried to watch it, couldn't get into it. I thought it was trying to be like this 1920s British Sopranos thing, and then
That's
it's
exactly
like,
what it is.
right, but it's like how many times can you just get upset because some new people are coming into the bar, and then you beat them up.
It's a formulaic. It's repetitive.
It's very repetitive, and so I was like, ugh. And then this new season, we're just back to more of the same. To me,
I don't know though, but at least this season it's a continuation of like the.
And
same
now we're down
plot
characters because she died. So like it's like.
Yeah, I really like this new season.
I haven't seen it yet.
I just haven't been able to like jump in. And as a contrast to that, I went into Westworld saying I'm never going to watch the show. This is stupid, and I'm hooked. So it's like I wish that there was some pull for me with Peaky, but there's just not. Because it's the same. I feel like I'm watching the same episode over and over. That's all.
Is very formulaic. But like I just
big word for you, man.
Oh, thank you. I just love Tommy Shelby.
That's the thing is I don't.
Tommy.
But I do too.
It's Tommy.
I don't watch it particularly
Tommy.
because the writing is like top tier. I watch it because like the characters I
Billy
like.
Kimber and I
and
run the
performance-
races.
Yeah, like it's very aesthetic. Like it's the
Alfie.
aesthetic that's attracting.
But I would rather
like the
I
aesthetic.
agree that what's his name there? Tom Hardy's a fantastic actor.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather be like, oh yeah, he's a great actor. Let me go watch a good movie with him in it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I'm just
I
saying.
don't know.
I'm
I
just
like
saying.
I like
I'm
Alfie.
just saying.
But yeah, no, I get that.
Dude, it makes me want to drink whiskey, smoke cigarettes, and like
Right.
murder people.
Maybe I look for more out of life than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like
true.
I guess, and nothing against you, but like when I was like 15, 16, that's all I did do. So like I feel like that would be. I'd be like, oh, this is dope. You know?
Yeah.
But now I'm sitting there going like, this is why I like The Sopranos. It was like navigation of crime intertwined with how they navigate real life. You know what I mean?
No, I mean,
it was like
Peaky's
plausible.
nowhere near Sopranos in terms of its writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that to me, I think the writing means more than like
Yeah.
you know. You just spent $200,000 learning how to write stuff. So I mean, I was like, all right.
No, that makes sense. It's like kind of like an album. Like
I would be disappointed, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you brought me a script and it was a Peaky script, I'd be like, oh, okay.
yeah.
well, no, it's like because different shows I feel like present like an album, like Astro World. I feel like you don't listen. It's not really storytelling. You listen for more like the sound,
feeling.
the more sound he created.
Sure.
Versus like a Kendrick Lamar album, he takes you kind of on a story.
That's a good comparison. Nice, man.
I like making metaphors like that.
Tell me you're not saying Peaky's like Kendrick Lamar.
No. I would say
Sopranos is like
Sopranos.
I would say
Yeah,
like
that's what he was
Sopranos.
saying, yeah.
Sopranos or Breaking Bad is like Kendrick Lamar. I'll say Peaky's more like a Travis
Scott,
Scott album.
okay.
Just takes you more on like the aesthetic.
I could get
I also think, not that I'm big into like
La Flame.
swearing and everything else, you know what I mean? But if these shows, what I mean to say is like I don't need someone to say bad words in order for me to like the show. But if you're gonna do these higher quality cinematic type shows, I didn't like Breaking Bad as much because it was.
Oh wow!
Hold on, in comparison to Sopranos, it's top. Sopranos is top tier, number one. Like it's number one, and I think part of the reason for that is because HBO did it. You know what I mean? Breaking Bad was network TV, so it was like you're doing meth and crack and whatever the hell else it is, and it's dumbed down to basic cable, TV 14, whatever. Like it's not the same as if it was like.
I don't know though. I feel like Breaking Bad like pushed the limit of like TV, like what they showed on that.
Dude, Gus got.
I mean,
an old guy in tidy whities. I mean,
I don't know. It got pretty.
Gus butchered some people.
Yeah,
Sure.
The guy with the like little.
but but I'm saying with regard to like, think about like if you watch like a Vice documentary on meth, you know what I mean?
Well,
no, but like it's real, and like they don't show those. They can't show that on network TV. They blur out 90% of it, or they cut out all the bad crap. So then you're going to tell me to do a whole show that's literally about a high school science teacher who becomes a meth lab operator, whatever, right?
yeah.
Great actor, by the way. Fantastic
amazing.
actor. He's an amazing actor. But I just thought that it was kind of a dumbed down version of whatever it is. Sopranos is like that you can't get. I mean, that's
how it.
There are some people that have confirmed that there's some real. Like it's very real.
Yeah,
It's very real.
That's how it would go down.
But like if you've seen The Wire,
Yeah,
That's
not my
HBO.
style, but yeah, no, yeah.
it's not my style either. But they don't really get like too gritty with like the drug thing. You know, like.
That's my problem with it. I feel like,
but
if you're
that's
gonna
HBO.
But if you're gonna do a show, I guess what I'm saying is, if you're gonna do a show about any subject, do the real subject.
Yeah.
That's what people want to see, is the nitty gritty stuff. They want to fall in love with the character and then get his head chopped off and go, what? You know what I mean? Listen, I watched all of Breaking Bad. I like Breaking Bad. I'm not saying it's bad. What I'm saying is, I just felt like it was a little dumbed down for a meth show. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Fair. That's fair criticism.
Fuck, it's meth, for Christ's sake. All right?
Yeah.
No one's teeth fell out. One guy got his face blown off. That's
it's
it.
blue. It's like the crystal candy things.
See? And then gearing it toward children. Meth.
Yeah.
Come on, kids.
Cotton candy looks like. Cotton.
Anyway.
I love cotton candy.
Sorry. I told myself before you came in today, I'm not going to be that opinionated. I'm going to sit there quietly. I can't help myself. Sorry.
I like the opinions.
Yeah,
you know? Next topic, final trailer we got here.
What else we got?
You know what's actually ironic is I forgot to watch this.
What, John Wick?
Can you pull that one up? Can you pull Johnny Wick up?
You know that song ironic by
short.
Alanis Morissette?
No, I don't.
It's like rain on your
Oh
way.
yeah, great song. Yeah.
What's her name there?
Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, whatever.
Alanis Morissette.
Whatever. I like her. She's good.
Did you watch
That
this
one
trailer?
song. Nope.
All right, so live reaction of the John Wick trailer.
Live reaction.
I mean, I'm in. You know, like
give me 4.5.
I know, right? I don't need a
I'm in.
trailer to watch John Wick. I know what it's.
Reaching the right decision makers can sometimes feel
Free
impossible.
advertisement.
I feel like they always bring in like a cool like number 2. Like last movie was Halle Berry.
Well, I know Donnie Yen's in this, who is like Sherrod Emway, the blind guy in Rogue One.
Okay.
Yeah.
Movie
All
number
right.
2 we had Common.
Yes. Let's get behind.
Theon Greyjoy.
right.
Movie number 1.
Have you given any thought to where this ends?
This guy's great.
Oh,
he's
he's
in
good.
Westworld.
He is in
The
Westworld.
table will never stop.
He's in a lot of shit. He's in Endgame.
You know this.
Was that Pacino?
Wait, didn't he die?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you what happened.
No one.
Oh, that's Skarsgård.
Can kill everyone.
Nice. There he is. Wow.
You ready, John?
Oh no,
Oh,
dude,
let's
you
go.
can't kill him, dude.
No.
Yeah.
So bad.
Oh, come on.
Nice. I'm fucking in. Let's do it. I'm there.
Dude, we
Day
gotta
one.
we gotta see. I've never seen John Wick in theaters.
I know.
We
Neither
got-
have I.
We
Yeah.
should go opening night.
That looks good.
It looks fucking awesome.
Do you watch John Wick, Nick?
Negative, but I can already tell you the plot line. One guy kills everybody.
Yeah,
It's
that's
cool.
it.
It's
It's
cool.
literally the same thing every movie. It's
just cool.
Oh, kind of like Peaky and everything else.
He's not a good actor, but it's fucking
Just
awesome.
cool look. It just looks
Yeah.
cool.
So did him and that guy, the other guy from Matrix, they met up.
I
on
know. I was just
Matrix
gonna say
and
that they're just together. and-
always.
yeah.
Dude, he's like
Lawrence
the
Fishburne.
He's like the fucking Alfie of the John Wick universe. Like
Yeah.
he can't. I thought he died
He's
last
always
movie.
back. I thought
He's got the birds, right? That's his thing.
I thought Ian McShane died, the Irish guy.
I couldn't tell you.
I thought he died in the last one. Maybe not. But that looks awesome. I'm in.
Oh man, let's go.
I didn't need a trailer.
Christian, Sam, we'll go to that.
Yeah,
I feel like Joe, if he's around, might see that.
sure.
Okay.
So last topic here before we review Thor real quick. Christopher Nolan movies, man. I mean, they're always an event.
Banger.
We weren't big fans of Tenet. I rewatched Tenet recently.
I don't know what happened.
I don't like Tenet.
Okay.
I've have my stance. I don't like it.
It looks
it's my
cool.
least favorite Nolan movie, but I'm very excited for this movie. Oppenheimer.
Okay.
First poster.
Some would say Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
It's a good
Either
ass
way.
dude. What a cast.
And that's not even scratching the surface. There's other guys in there too. In this, it's a crazy cast. But this is intriguing to me because Nolan has never done a movie like this.
Dunkirk.
You know, Dunkirk he did historic, but this is like a biopic.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna critique Nolan on one thing, it's his characters aren't very like
developed.
deep or developed. So I'm excited for this because like I want to see what he does with this.
I think it's gonna be fucking awesome.
Dude, so I saw Nope last night.
Yeah, how was
and they
that?
played an exclusive teaser for this.
That's cool.
20 seconds, like very minimum. I was hyped. Like
dude,
they had
I
the
mean-
drone going, a film from
Nope is
Christopher Nolan.
the new Peele
Jordan
movie,
Peele
right?
movie.
Yeah. I heard it was really good.
It's good.
I
Really
think it's a
good.
little
It's
overrated.
Really?
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
No, it's just like I feel like his movies always get overhyped.
Well, because Get Out was so good.
Get Out is amazing. This is second behind Get Out.
Okay,
it's
but
better than Us.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's good, but it's not like, oh my god, it's the greatest thing, you know.
Yeah.
But this teaser was awesome, and this, I mean, just look at that poster. A lot of
We get some
nuclear
bangers
bombs
next year, dude. Mm-hmm. I mean, this Mission Impossible, fucking everything
Yeah.
else. I mean,
and this cast too, crazy.
John Wick, dude. I just Nolan, dude. I like Nolan because every movie, it's always epic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He brings like, you talk about like a theater experience. Like we're going to see a big epic movie. Nolan.
That's what I'm saying.
The
It's like
scale's big, the actor's big, the plot like end of the war. You know what I mean? And like, there's always like urgency. You're always kind of like, I like that stuff.
But that's what I'm saying is like he's taking like a story about this like German scientist white guy and is making it an epic event.
It's awesome.
You know, I mean, this is a significant guy. Obviously, he created the atomic bomb.
Yeah, he's
like
a big
this
deal.
is like a big thing.
It's a big thing.
So-
And it's your boy,
Cillian
Murphy.
Murphy.
Tommy
I'm glad
Shelby.
he's taking the lead now in a Nolan
He's
movie.
Tommy's. Cillian Murphy's one of my favorite. I
Yeah.
think he's top 5 for me. I love.
He's awesome.
I love Cillian Murphy.
I'm excited. Like this has the potential for me if Nolan like really goes all in, like writing wise with this one,
Yeah.
could be his best movie.
Wow.
Like,
better
just-
than Inception or Dark Knight.
Well, Inception's my favorite, but I'm just saying from like his like magnum
I love
opus, like
Inception.
he like this is like the culmination of
Okay.
like everything he's done. I'm excited because he hasn't done something like this. He hasn't focused
like-
in on a character.
Well, I like he
this
doesn't
before.
drop. You know, he drops a movie every like 3-4 years. You know, he takes his time.
And that's
you know.
coming off Tenet, which I didn't like. What do you look very curious, Nick?
I just want to know. First of all, did you see the Elvis movie or no?
Yeah,
You did see Elvis?
Yeah.
How was it?
it was
haven't seen
good.
it. I heard very good things. Baz did a really good job with that.
It is good. I would.
I feel like some people
Mm-hmm.
are better at biopics than other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm excited for this because it's different. And my one issue with Elvis is it's like every other biopic you've seen.
It's Baz Luhrmann. What do
No,
you mean?
what?
It's like every other biopic you've seen on crack.
No,
Or on
right,
DMT.
like from a visual standpoint, but story wise, it hits the beats of a normal biopic.
Well, I mean, it follows a
And
guy's
like,
life.
and it's also too long. It's pretty long. It's almost 3 hours.
But it's Elvis.
I understand, but you got to watch it. Like Austin Butler, if he wasn't so good in that role, it'd be a drag.
I don't know.
A little
I
bit.
just feel like when it comes to biopics, you got to go into it looking for a birth, a grow up, an adult life, a career, and a death.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Is like I want something different. Like,
Oh, did you see
the Steve Jobs biopic, the Fassbender one?
Oh, okay.
So good, and that's not an origin story. It's like him. Like I want something different. But no, the Elvis movie was really good. I liked it. It's probably.
I heard visually it was very pleasing.
Oh yes, and he's amazing. Also, he should would probably he's the contender for best actor as of now.
I heard he lost himself in the character.
He did. He really did.
Austin Butler?
Yeah, very
Yeah.
good. Tom Hanks, meh. So the story
But Tom
is,
Hanks you put on there because its name is Tom
but
Hanks.
the story is more about Tom Hanks than it is about Elvis.
I've heard it's told
Yeah.
from the perspective
Yes.
of Tom Hanks'
I
character.
don't like that.
It's a good movie. It's fun.
Okay.
I heard they would. Okay, so the thing that I'm looking forward to when I watch it is the. I liked. You watched the Queen one?
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody,
Yes.
right?
Freddie Mercury.
Very by the numbers.
But
yeah.
the thing that I liked about it was
Solid.
all the videos that came out after on YouTube that they would put like the Live Aid concert, the original one,
That was a
next
cool
to the
scene.
Bohemian
Oh,
Rhapsody
yeah, yeah.
version. And when you do something like that real and then realize that the drama that was in the movie was so real because look, here's the original, here's the, you know, that kind of stuff is really cool to me.
I just watched a
was
video of that of Elvis's
so-
thing. Yeah, they put it side by side.
Oh, from this new movie
Yes.
to the okay,
Yeah.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah,
then. I
yeah.
gotta watch that. But yeah, I mean, you know what happens? The guy was born and now he's no longer with us. He got adopted by aliens a while back.
Yeah,
and, you know, he's still living up there on the mothership.
Yeah. Well, no, Elvis was good. It was good. It's currently my 5th
All
favorite
I'm saying
movie of
is,
the year.
this might be good,
Mm-hmm.
right? But it's still a biopic. So
Yeah.
don't be disappointed. I feel like you set yourself up a little bit for failure. Is all I'm saying. To say that this is going to be better than
I mean,
Inception.
I do that a lot with movies.
That's true.
I know,
we
but-
were hyped for Tenet.
I'm not. No.
Hype.
I'm not
say
saying
that this could be better than Inception. That's a
Inception's my
fantastic-
favorite Nolan movie. I probably won't like it, but I'm
more
just,
than like Dark Knight, really?
Yeah, this is my favorite.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm just saying, like, I
love the
feel like
dreidel.
I just figured because you were a superhero guy. That's all.
yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this
Love
this
Inception,
could
dude.
be like his like acclaimed like best picture type kind of movie.
And I feel like that's disappointing as a filmmaker.
Really?
I feel yeah, I don't want my claim to fame or like my best work, the culmination of years of hard work, to be someone else's life.
Has he ever got the Oscar?
Nolan, no.
No.
Yeah.
Best
The only
picture?
time
You been nominated?
I would rather have it be like, okay, ready? You write a movie because you had a dream one night about a character.
Dunkirk should have won.
And
Best
I made,
Picture.
dude, Dunkirk was beautiful.
Was that nominated at least?
See, okay, ready? I didn't like Dune because I figured it was all visual. There was no story there. I mean, I get that it's based on a book and it's a very long book and all this stuff, so they're going to make like 10 of them, whatever. But I just felt like watching it, I'm like, okay, this is really pretty, but I just feel like I'm watching a slideshow of really pretty pictures. You know what I mean? But with Dunkirk, I mean, I was like enthralled.
Yeah,
like the
cool.
entire.
I saw that
what
at
a
Jordan's
beautiful
IMAX.
film.
Like,
Where are we going? Dunkirk.
no, that movie like knew exactly what it was.
Yeah, it executed what it wanted to be perfectly.
And Nolan's so good at that movie because it had nothing to do with characters.
Yeah.
It was
He
all
knew it.
about the event.
And he didn't try.
So
Which
that's why I'm
was
saying
also
this is the
historical.
opposite of that.
Right, and it's historical, so technically, I mean, it's
Yeah.
not a biopic. Like, it doesn't follow a single, like, it's not a biographical film, but
Yeah.
it does follow an event. The
But it's
battle,
more about
you know,
the
and
event. You know what I'm saying? Is,
Sure,
yeah.
and it was visually done very,
cute.
very well. I just feel like when it comes to following, dude, some people have really boring fucking lives. Even the people that invent like things like the atomic bomb. Like, I
Right.
just hope they don't spend too much time on the childhood, or like they try
Yeah.
and sell
I
you
agree
on the
with
fact
that.
that he got beat up by his dad or some
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
But
It
show
was,
me the
you know,
bomb.
I mean,
Right,
Hey,
right. You know what I mean?
Give me
yeah.
the nukes.
I don't think it will be like that, but who knows?
I just hope.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying is don't, you know, because Inception was written, you know, it's a creation of nothing. That to me is an artist, like, you know what I mean? That's all. That's a fantastic film.
On
Oh, it's
Inception,
amazing.
real quick. A dream within a dream within a dream.
Sure.
That's
And
fucking
it's like a
awesome,
time
dude.
high- It's great.
Oh, dude,
great.
what a movie.
I
Fucking love that movie.
I want to say the only Oscar Nolan has won is maybe for Best Original Screenplay for Memento.
Okay. We watched that movie.
I heard Memento was dope too.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
Is that
Very
that's
good.
the one we watched with Guy Pearce?
Yes, with Guy Pearce.
That was a trippy movie.
That's his first one. His brother
That was
wrote
good,
it
though.
too.
That was good.
And then obviously Heath Ledger won for The Dark
Yeah.
Knight. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. I'm excited for the Nolan rollout.
I am too.
I'm excited for that like 5-minute scene that they'll play in an IMAX movie before another movie.
That's
you
gonna
know,
be hype.
That's gonna be cool. But
Nolan movie always gets me hyped to go to
yes,
the theater. You know,
even though Tenet was disappointing, like I'm still on the train, man.
he might be like, I don't know. There might be like 3 or 4 filmmakers that like I would go see their movie just because it's them.
Right.
Probably like him,
Especially today.
him, Scorsese, Tarantino.
That's it.
That's probably
Jordan
it.
Peele now, I think, is in that conversation.
Would you though?
Not for me.
Jordan Peele?
Just because it's him?
For
Yeah.
me personally.
I don't need to,
I would.
For Scorsese and Tarantino, I don't need to know the name of the film.
Just yeah, if they're doing
They
it, I'm
made
in.
it, I'll go.
See, that's me too. Plus Nolan. Those are my 3.
Tell me that you need to know the name of the film or what it's about. Instead of someone saying, "Have you seen the new Tarantino movie?" You go, "No, I didn't realize." You go buy a ticket. Tell me you wouldn't do that.
Oh, 100%.
Same with Scorsese.
But I think now
Jordan Peele, I'd be like, What is it?"
Keen. I like
I personally would. But I understand
Balake.
like, if it was a yeah, because
That's all I think of.
But I know that
Aaron.
I know
Yeah.
that he makes like psychological horror movies, and I know that's just kind of what it's going to
Okay.
be.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Aaron Balake.
I think if he's not there yet, he's almost there.
that's fine. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not saying his films are bad.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying that Scorsese and Tarantino on
they have
another level.
long tenured careers building up to that. You know.
Yeah, and Tarantino's almost done.
Yeah. We'll see.
I don't know. He's a weirdo. I feel like he'd be one of those people that like actually follows through with like 10 films. That's it.
He's a feet guy.
He just said he wouldn't direct anymore. I think he could still.
He
write
already,
movies and
dude.
stuff.
He has his IMDb is like very lengthy.
Yeah.
like he's done a lot of consulting work and a lot of other shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, his films. You get the Tarantino 10. Oh my god, it gives me chills, dude.
Yeah, it is
Jackie
cool.
Brown, so good.
Great movie. I love that
So
movie.
You guys are
good.
big on Jackie Brown.
I like Jackie
It's
Brown.
you don't like Jackie Brown?
It's fine. It's not my favorite. of
I
his.
love. I'm with you on Jackie Brown.
Get out of my studio. Yeah,
It's
no,
no
I-
Inglorious Bastards.
No, but like
It's different.
The point of it is that you don't need it to be Inglorious
No, yeah,
Bastards
yeah.
in order to make a good film.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like one of those ones that like give me my career. Like that's
It's so
good
cool,
one.
man.
so good. I used to think that you had to make an Oppenheimer to be in Hollywood. You see a
Right.
movie like Jackie Brown, you go, "Oh wait, they make good movies that are just about people." Like
Yeah.
this, like that
Once
don't.
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's another one. They get flamethrowers and everything else. Jackie Brown is nothing like that. It's 2 people in a room and they shoot
one
part of it in an
scene, He's got a
airport.
flamethrower at the end.
I like all of Tarantino's movies.
I'm not going to complain. To be honest with you, Once Upon a Time was my least favorite Tarantino movie.
Oh wow,
That's
like
it.
top 3 for me now.
I liked it. We saw that in theaters.
Yeah,
It's a Wednesday movie. There's no story. It's bullshit. I'm not a fan. And then when you include real people in a movie, I'd rather see Oppenheimer as a real story or Elvis than including Sharon Tate in there, and then she doesn't,
Yeah, I will say the Sharon Tate part was the weakest part.
She looks good though.
But Brad Pitt was very good in that movie.
Yeah, he was great.
Anyway.
He was.
Did Willem Dafoe probably should have won Best Supporting Actor that year, though, for The Lighthouse?
Yeah, you see what I mean?
They gave it to him because it's Brad Pitt. He needed to hit an honorary Oscar. But
come on,
moving on.
Okay.
We gotta hit the last topic here. So we saw Thor. When did we see Thor? Last week?
On Wednesday, a week from
yes,
this time last week.
Thor: Love and Thunder, the 4th Thor movie, is the first MCU character to get.
Thor.
Did I put a Thor?
You got nothing in
no,
there.
I didn't put anything. Fuck me.
Whatever. We know what he looks like.
Yeah, he's the first character. Even Iron Man didn't get a 4th movie. Here he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
That is a dope poster though.
How would I describe this movie? I don't know.
Underwhelming.
Fun. It was fun.
It was fun.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I listened to the Nerd Soup review too, and they made some great points. Did you listen to it?
I did listen to it.
How do you get Christian Bale in this movie?
I know.
And he's like in 4 scenes.
He's so
and
good.
It's so
he's so good in those scenes too. Like he fucking kills it.
Is this the one with all the makeup he plays the character?
Yes.
Yeah. Like, he looks like Voldemort. Like he fucking kills it. Like he's so good, and he's barely in the movie.
This movie is so it's. Listen, it was fun time. Like I didn't hate it. I didn't love it.
I'm with you.
It's no Ragnarok. Ragnarok is like peak.
top tier.
But to me, Taika, this movie screamed to me is Ragnarok was a huge movie. Marvel was like, hey, we'll give you a boatload of money to come back for the sequel. I don't think he was planning on doing a sequel. I think he wrote this movie in 3 months and they made it.
This is like the rip off.
That's what it seems like.
Rip off Ragnarok.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because the story is so like surface level. Like they have a lot of interesting plot points and topics, but they never dive into it like they did in Ragnarok.
It feels like with this movie especially, like there was a deadline and we got to pump this shit out.
Exactly.
I mean, it was under 2 hours. I mean, I feel like you kind of needed more with Jane Porter. You needed more with Christian Bale's character. Kind of different. Valkyrie didn't do anything.
She didn't.
I mean, why is she even in there? She just literally stands there.
Well, the under 2 hours thing, like,
I need
since
another
when
20,
is that a
30
thing
minutes.
now with Marvel?
The last 2 have been.
And it came out that Feige or the Marvel people demanded that this was under 2 hours.
Yeah, that's stupid.
That's stupid. You have Taika Waititi. He's literally coming off an Oscar win for Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah.
Let him make the movie he wants to make.
I just think it's disappointing because I'm with you. I didn't hate it, but like also like it wasn't great. But like you're coming off Ragnarok, which is one of the best Marvel movies. You kind of, Thor, you redid him, everything. You get the Guardians.
Yep.
You got Christian Bale, Tessa Thompson. You got Natalie Portman back. Like, you had so much fucking potential. And I feel like
It was
he kind of
so mediocre.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe.
He was funny.
He was funny.
That was
But
the
that's
funniest
the thing
part
is,
for
like,
me.
this, if
You made him
if
fat,
Ragnarok, if there was like levels, Ragnarok, if the comedy was here,
Yeah.
and like
I didn't think this movie was that funny.
It wasn't funny in the story.
tried to be.
But he put the story here and comedy here.
Well, that's the thing.
And then it wasn't,
He tried to, like you said, he tried to put the comedy to make it the thing, and it wasn't even that funny.
No, Ragnarok's way funnier than that movie.
And the story's better for just everything
Yeah.
in Ragnarok's better.
Ragnarok is a perfect example of why Taika Waititi is great, is he
Perfectly
balances
executed.
drama and
Yeah.
comedy like money.
I think the only thing they did really well in this movie was the color schemes. I thought were excellent.
Yes.
Like when they go to the Shadow Realm, and then like Thor, like he gets this whatever, and like that was all really cool, and it's a very colorful movie. And
But it looked good. Spoilers if anyone hasn't seen this. The end of this movie.
Yeah.
You're telling me that like it was so
Spoilers.
weird and rushed. Like maybe if they had developed it longer,
It was odd.
another 20 minutes of the movie. But like, all right, so the villain you're fighting the whole movie, Thor's now gets his kid just randomly.
The whole movie.
It's so weird. And
Like
that's
he murdered a bunch of people and kidnapped a bunch of kids. We're gonna forgive him though.
And also, like, why didn't he? If he could ask anything of this Eternity guy,
Yeah.
why didn't he just always plan on asking for the daughter back?
Yeah, or like where was like Nerd Soup said, like Thanos Eternity could have
Well,
been
that's a
useful.
whole other
But
thing.
I just
Yeah.
ignore that shit.
Yeah.
But, nah, they dropped it wasn't like I didn't hate it.
But like
I had fun, but
that's what I'm saying. After Ragnarok, bringing Taika Waititi back just won an Oscar. You expect more, and maybe it's not all on him.
they really didn't do anything with the Guardians either.
No, they were in and out.
They were in like the
I didn't
first
just
scene.
expect them to have a big role, but still.
No, they were in like the first scene. Maybe they could have helped them at the end, like fight Gore. You know, instead of all the little kids get powers.
I forgot about that. Good. Yeah,
you know what I mean? What if the Guardians come in at the end and like they help out, and like you kind of tease that next movie?
But yeah, I mean, so I ranking my Marvel movies. This is in the mid tier.
Yeah,
going on lower tier.
Dude, it sucks because Thor's such a cool character, and I feel like there's a lot of like, I don't know, with his backstory in the Norse gods, like that's all really cool. A lot of cool supporting characters, and I feel like they kind of went 1 for 4 with his movies.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And that's a shame.
Bottom line is, this movie could have and should have been better.
It should have been a banger, dude.
Yeah.
Like I was really hyped, like, and I feel like too with the music, like they tried to kind of recreate Ragnarok, and it just didn't hit the same.
Because like genuinely, like did we laugh like audibly once in this movie?
I think I might have like giggled when Russell Crowe like started talking.
Something stupid like that.
And he had an
like,
accent.
Dude, Ragnarok, like
I burst out
Jeff
laughing.
Goldblum, like
dude, the Grand Master,
funny things.
like when he's talking about the slaves. Ooh, the S word. Like,
yeah. It's just it's good.
Like, nah, dude, that movie was... dude, and you can tell, like, you miss Goldblum, you miss Loki, like...
Loki's presence.
Do you miss Goldblum?
He's the best.
God, I hate Jeff Goldblum.
The Grand Master.
Really?
So
I love him.
The Grand Master, dude.
I just mean as an actor.
Great point, though. Loki was heavily missed in this movie.
Dude.
Him and Thor's relationship is so key to that whole
Valkyrie
thing.
didn't do anything, and she's wicked cool. She's a wicked cool character.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you need more with Jane Porter, too. Like, how... You know what I mean? She's Thor all of a sudden, and, like... That whole thing, I don't know.
Yeah.
She's cool, too. I like her. I don't know. It was very predictable, though. She's going to come back and save Thor and die.
Rabbit hole.
Yeah. I know you don't
I'm not a huge Natalie Portman fan as an actress.
Yeah, she's not. I'm not going to lie. She's not great. Like, when she was saying the catchphrases, it was kind of cringy.
There was a lot of cringy scenes. Like, when her and Tessa Thompson were, like, listening to the speaker, I'm like, what is going on right now?
See, I think she's, I don't know, for this role.
No,
you know, I like her, but not for, you know.
Yeah, George Lucas did a number on her with the directing. I think he.
Yeah.
I would love to see the BTS on how many takes.
I know.
Yeah,
for real.
Amidala
faster,
took.
more intense.
Her and Hayden, jeez.
Yeah. Talk about bad. Yeah, maybe.
Just chemistry.
Wow, what a good point. I didn't even think of that. Everyone shits on Hemsworth and her chemistry. Yeah. Maybe it's a Taylor Swift situation.
Yeah.
At what point is it her fault?
That's what I'm thinking, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like. Enough times.
Is
like,
it Hayden Christensen's fault? I don't know.
He was good in Obi-Wan.
Hemsworth too. Hemsworth's a great actor.
He's great in Ragnarok.
Maybe it's her fault.
She wasn't in the movie. Hayden was good in Obi-Wan.
Maybe she's no good. I don't know.
You know?
Yeah, but Hayden's had 20 years to try and hone the craft a little bit.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah. That's true.
Well, not that she hasn't. I mean, how was she in Black Swan?
I haven't seen.
I've actually never seen Black Swan.
I hear
Didn't
good.
she win an Oscar for that?
I don't know.
Well, that's like her. Like, I'm a good actor. Movie,
Ballerinas.
Right? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
It's a horror film.
Swans.
I feel like I will say this movie. I feel like there's heart behind the movie. You know what I mean?
Here we go. Mr. Sensitive.
No. Thor trying to find himself.
There is, but
like,
it could have been so much more like emotional and stuff.
If the movie was better and it was a little longer, I think that would have hit more.
Yeah. And
because I do like the values, kind of like Taika was going for, and like the lessons and the morals.
But it needed like 20, 30 more minutes.
Yeah. No, it did.
The Batman was fucking 3 hours long. Dude, no one complained about that.
Korg wasn't even funny in this one, man.
I know.
He was hilarious in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Whatever. I mean, bottom line is you have like arguably the greatest actor of our generation in a movie, and you really underuse him.
Dude, he was so good too, as like in the very few scenes he was in.
What are you gonna do?
It's a shame.
All right. Well, that's Thor. I also saw Nope last night, Jordan Peele's new movie.
Yeah.
I give it a thumbs up.
Okay.
Quick review. Second behind Get Out, Nope, Us. That's a review. Stranger Things, real quickly.
Came out a few weeks ago.
The last 2 episodes. We've all had a chance to watch it. I haven't heard any of your thoughts, Nick, so I'm interested. As per Stranger Things, usually with me, I forget what happens because I watch it in like a day.
Yeah, it's quick.
But I liked it.
It
was a good ending. It was very cinematic. It was, the epic, grandiose like thing.
I didn't think it was that grandiose.
Yeah.
I'm happy Steve made it out. That's my biggest
I'm disappointed.
I'm so happy.
I feel like it would have gone. It would have fit better
happy.
if they just released it all in one.
Yep.
Versus like the build up.
Build up was bullshit.
Yeah,
it was a bullshit build up. It would have been so much better if they had done it in one. I had such high expectations, and I was very disappointed. Listen, it's not like it wasn't good. It was very good. But I was disappointed. Because of the build-up. Because I built it up more in my head, is all I'm saying.
No, they did hype it up like to be this like big thing, and it kind of...
For us to have all... And if you haven't seen it, go fuck yourself. Netflix is like $5.99 a month. But like...
money. Well, they built it up as if this was it. But then there's another season.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why I wasn't expecting too much of a thing. But I get where you're coming from.
I was expecting a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
When you have the time to do the build-up and all this other stuff, and you sit there and you talk with your buddies about, is this person going to make it? Is that person going to make it? And then
everyone makes it.
Eddie I would have liked to see one of them conquer this beast, one of them that doesn't have powers.
Dustin.
What they set up the end of the first half of it or whatever, the before they did the break.
Yeah.
What's her name had no powers. And they were working on getting them back. You know what I mean? Remember that? She was out of the power. What 11?
11
had no powers.
Yeah.
Then she got him back 3 seconds.
Yeah.
You knew that was.
That's what I'm saying is
That
bullshit.
happened
That was going to happen.
That was bullshit, though.
I feel like that's every season. Like we got to get 11 back to
Not
save
season
the day.
1. It wasn't like
Well,
that.
no,
It
that
was
season 1 was.
two.
That's why
She
it was
comes
season
back,
1 was.
yeah.
You know, this is my point. This is like it's tropey. It gets like
Yeah.
annoying. It becomes like the peaky thing where it's like we don't have anything. Let's just throw more of the same.
What
shit
is
out
like?
there.
Yeah, what's the new monster that's left? Like we got to get 11.
Right.
Get the
Well,
team
now
together.
probably with this next final season, it's going to be the Mind Flayer, who's been like the big,
the big
guy in
dog.
the background since
Thanos.
the beginning.
Hopefully, we'll see.
I don't know. I
And
mean,
then
I'm sure
we'll have Gay Will who'll be running around.
Yeah.
That was underdone in my opinion. It was like
I don't
over
think,
the
I don't
over
think
the
they're
top.
done with it though.
They're very not done with it. I
Yeah.
guarantee you. Number one. Number two, they really like overdid the emotional aspects of the like. Are you? This is your best friend in the whole world. Okay,
Yeah.
You think he's really gonna be that? Listen to me. You can't choose whether you're gay or straight or whatever it is. Okay. So if you can't choose that you like people of the same sex, that means that your best friend who you're in love with also can't
Yeah.
choose whether he's
Right.
in love with you or not.
Yeah.
So like, why are you sitting there crying over it?
He was.
That was a
tears.
funny scene because he's literally like
In the car, right?
pouring in the car and like no one.
No one said anything, and his brother sees him crying, and he
Yeah.
doesn't do nothing
Yeah, just
about
a
it. He
quick-
goes,
just a
"Yeah, sit
quick
there
look."
and cry, you little shit." Like, well, I mean, like it
Quick
was
look.
like,
Yeah.
you know, like I just thought it was like really over the top
Yeah,
and
they kinda
completely
threw it in
like
there.
underdone. Like they're not saying anything about it.
Yeah.
I get that it's based in a time when things were a
Right.
little less talked about or whatever you want to call it, but like. Just say it. Just come out. Yeah, you like dudes, whatever. Why not introduce another gay character for him to fall in love with? Why do you have to try and make the friend who's
Well,
in
they
love
already
with
did
11?
that. They already did that with Maya Hawke and her girlfriend. Not
No,
yet.
no.
I like
For
Maya Hawke.
Will.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah.
I'm saying, like, why not have another gay guy come? Like, if you want to educate, right? This is my thing with and it really is a big.
Robin.
Either don't include it because it means nothing. Like, it's completely irrelevant to the rest of the story, in my opinion.
It is
Whether or not-
inconsequential to the plot.
Like, initially, the only reason that Steve matters is because him and Nancy were dating in the
Right.
beginning. If they weren't dating, he wouldn't matter at all.
he's cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Love Steve.
but this whole thing, it irks me. I don't know if you can tell. But like the whole thing about him having this oppressed gay, and it's like they blame the other people because like he's crying because they won't accept it. You haven't said anything yet.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
say it, let them be assholes, and then I'll get on
Yeah,
board
yeah,
with the
yeah.
whole oppression BS. Did you get what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
And I'm not even trying to be political about it. I'm saying like you can't sit in a car and cry about nothing that no one knows what you're
That's
talking
true,
about.
That's true.
And then expect everybody to like console you.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Yeah. So you were underwhelmed with the ending, the last 2 episodes.
Bottom line. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, am I taking up too much?
No,
of
no,
your
no,
time
no,
here,
no.
Rajay? Oh, bottom line. Wait, what's this guy? The no, I was underwhelmed with the plot in general. I thought it was
The whole Vecna thing.
yeah. I
thought you were on that train.
I was
Yeah.
because I hadn't watched the ending yet,
Oh, okay.
and I was like, this is gonna be sick.
Yeah.
But again, halfway through that season 4, I was like, oh, that guy, number one, he's the bad guy. Because they had done these
Creepy.
flashbacks
He's
before and he was never there. All of a sudden, it's like there's this random guy there. I'm like,
That's
well,
true.
oh look, we have to watch this new character who's there now.
Yeah.
Guarantee you, he is either a representation or whatever. He's the bad guy, and then they just end it. She gets powers back, and they kill him. That's it. You're like,
Well, he's not dead.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big Kate Bush fan now.
I don't know. I just feel like could have been
that's
done
not-
so much better. I hated that she got her powers. I really wanted Will. Not Will. Maybe Will. But what's the other kid's name? Mikey. I wanted one of them. Maybe even the older brother. Like I wanted
Jonathan.
someone to like just come through with a sledgehammer on Vecna's
Steve.
head.
Yeah.
Steve
Would have been dope. Like I wouldn't
Steve.
even be upset. But like the show to
bat.
me is a lot about like the underlying theme of this show is like friendship and
teamwork and friendship.
teamwork
We all
and
come together
togetherness and all this other stuff. And it's kind
It's
of like,
always
well,
they
listen,
rely on her.
Sing
if
Kumbaya.
11's gone, then we're all fucked.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of how it
that
goes.
is true.
But at some point, you got to be like, well, then why are you going to the Upside Down? Why do you even try? Just help 11 get her powers back.
I was gonna say.
So it's like they do all this BS, and you got what's his name there, the kid, the Toothless, and the other one there. They have their friend.
Dustin.
Dustin.
The is it
And his girlfriend?
No.
Oh, Steve? Eddie.
That's the one, Eddie Munson. Like, great character.
Yeah, he's
Means nothing when 11 saves the day, in my opinion, because
Yeah.
they didn't do anything. They went to the Upside Down for Eddie to die, basically.
He played guitar.
Yeah.
And
That's it. That's all they
it
did.
was a cool scene.
He sold a couple of drugs, got blamed for some deaths, went to the Upside Down, died. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank God 11 got her powers back, though. Like, it's such bullshit. It's
Yeah.
like, are you kidding me? Because imagine if, like, there was something in them, like the good in them, like the Force, right? Like, not that.
Force.
But like that idea, like what if the Upside Down can be conquered, but it's good versus evil, whatever. No, it's 11 versus the Upside Down.
Yeah.
That's all the show really is at this point, and that's what's annoying. Because season 1, it was like, if we don't all come together and protect this girl, there's going to be an issue, and like they had to.
Yeah, we
there
gotta
was
protect her from the government so she can.
infighting within the friendship. You have all these little kids that are like
Yeah, season one
conquering
was-
that was so cool to me,
Right.
on a story level. Now it's like 11 has no powers. Fuck, what are we gonna do? We should give her powers back. Oh, okay, great.
Put her in a tub,
Yeah.
let her. You know.
I just thought it was bullshit. I was not a
Yeah.
fan. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
I didn't like the pizza guy.
Oh, yeah. What's his
He's in a lot of
I don't
stuff.
remember his
He's very up and coming. He's in a lot of stuff now. I don't like him either, but he's
Yeah.
in a lot of stuff. And
Yeah.
by the way, one character. He's always that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. One note.
I don't know. I mean, I like this season.
I thought it was solid. I would probably rank it third in my rankings.
So
Stranger
1, 3, 4, 2.
And 2. That'd probably be my rankings. But like it's good. But I think 1 and 3 were definitely better.
Yeah. I'm sure I'll forget all of it by the time
Yeah,
the next
I've
one
already
comes
kinda
out in
forget.
3 years.
I will say I got emotional when like he lifted up Max and like the bones were cracking.
Oh, that was messed up.
That was I didn't think they do that to like one of the kids. Like show them like kind of, you know,
right.
But she'll make it out, of
Listen,
course.
that's
but,
I hate that shit. Just
That's
kill her.
the
Just
annoying
kill her.
yeah,
part.
like you
Kill
know
her.
she'll be. She's in a coma.
Yeah.
Like you know she'll be
She
back.
had this whole arc the whole season, and
Like they should have just went through with it and like.
But
you know.
that's my point. If they had gotten, I love Steve. Had they gotten
great.
rid of Steve, had they gotten rid of Toothless, had they gotten rid of Max or Mikey even, or Will or
Yeah.
whatever, had there been something where it was like this season has an impact,
they didn't
because
lose enough.
They didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
Because 11 even got her powers back. They
Yeah.
lost nothing. It
Yeah.
was all like, we're going to
Hopper's
dangle
back.
this carrot and fuck you at the end.
Right.
I thought it was a big slap in the face, to be honest with you. I'm very upset about it.
Wow.
Next season, I need some deaths. You know.
Yeah.
Something good. You haven't seen The Boys yet, right?
No, not
All right,
yet.
good, because I'm doing a whole other hour on that.
Are you
shit.
watching The Boys?
I finished it. I've watched it.
No, I'll finish
Oh,
it. We can
okay.
talk
And I just
about
introduced Thomas to it recently.
Yeah.
He's on. I think he's just started season 3. Like he's all over.
So good.
I gotta
Best
watch
show,
season
best
3.
show on TV.
He
right
likes
now.
Starlight a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, she's great.
All right.
You know, I finished Saul now, so I'll watch The Boys and we can.
The Boys. Yeah.
Talk all about it.
That's good shit. We'll review that.
I
But
love Starlight.
yeah.
Billy the Butcher.
I think that does it for
Frenchie.
for episode 8 of
Mother's Milk.
the Movie Mob podcast. As
Boys.
Matt keeps listing off the Boys
I love
characters.
The Boys is top 5 for me.
That we can't talk about because he hasn't finished it yet. So
Yeah.
Top 5. Top 5.
it's
Yeah.
very, very good. Very good.
I love The
very
Boys.
good.
It is very good.
Sweet. See you next week.
See you next week, guys. Thanks for watching.
Oh, maybe they should like and subscribe.
How you doing?
Like and subscribe.
Is there anything else? Comment. That's a good one too.
Comment.
Leave us your favorite The Boys
You know,
character.
Be good. yeah.
See if you can list all the Boys characters.
Yeah,
in the
there you go.
comments. How you doing?
Yeah.
All right. That's it.